Hello everybody, welcome to free introduction class to playing with investments. I'm very grateful that we can have this class today, and I'm very grateful that we are all here. Thank you everybody. It's some kind of my dream class that we are having at the moment, and thank you that you are here, part of my dreams. I was just on a bike for 2 hours in the mountains, and now it's ready to play with some investments. And so I'm having many classes about money and creation. And so, like, why I have money about creation, like, I would like to contribute to more people that they create life that they desire. And then we have many classes about money. Some kind of it's crazy how like what is like how people are creating money and what are their point of views about money. Somehow money is so important, and money is like people are using money so they don't need to create more. Their money is preventing their choices, so money is excuse for everything. So I would like to change reality of people about creation of their life, creation of their business, and then also like money reality, their financial reality. For me personally, it's crazy like how money is important in life of people, and how money is creating our life instead of we are creating the money. So what if you can create the money instead of that money is creating your life? So what if money don't need to have so much power in your life? And then this like playing with investments is some kind of like even more advanced or even more step forward. So we are exploring on this class how you can have more business reality, and also how you can have different financial reality, so you have more investing reality. So you don't need to have a normal reality, like normal financial reality, what most of the people are doing when they work for money. So some kind of they need to work all the time, and they are always having zero money. How much in your life you are creating that you always have zero money, so you never allow money to grow, and also you are never playing with the money. So what if you allow your money to grow, so you don't need to spend it all the time, and you allow yourself that you create it more, you have it more. And then what can you create if you are playing with money, if you are playing with investments, if you are creating something, and if you are creating something also with money, and you allow yourself to have totally different reality with money than anybody that you know. So how much are you trying to be like other people? How much are you trying to be normal? And how much you need to destroy your finances so you can be like others? But if you can allow yourself to be totally different than anybody, so you are creating totally different financial reality. So money is not having any more power over your choices, and you are having power. What can this create? And what can you create if you allow yourself that you have too much money, that you have so much money that you will never be able to spend it? And what if you can allow yourself that you are playing with the money? So like, and this is what we are exploring on these classes, and how to practice it also more and more, how to really have this as our reality. And it's amazing how everything is changing, and how you start to have different life. Like, what if like you can create your life in a way that you are creating more money from investments than you are creating money from different jobs? Are you interested in this, that you could create more money from different investments than from different jobs? Hmm? How is it for you that you can create Like let's say today, 1,000 euro without doing anything. How is this for you? Is it sexy? Hmm? How is your body responding? Probably body is interested. We are all
investment.
excuse me.
Yes.
Okay. So somebody is speaking. So how is your body responding to this? And no, it's not wrong to have orgasm while hearing this.
Big joy.
Big joy. Thank you. So, and some people have headache. So, like some Indian orgasm, like can be also just headache. You know, like it's still orgasm even if it's just headache. So, the thing is like we are responding pretty good at the moment. You don't feel so bad. Like sometimes people feel bad if they create too much money too easy. You don't feel so bad at the moment because you are already naughty. You are already a bad person just by being on this class. So we are already doing a sin just by being here. So now it can go just worse. So like like, and so this is with this class, what we have also 3 parts. So we have also 3 parts. So we take some longer time for this changing of our reality. So what if you can create today 1,000 euro just like during the sleep, like not just during the day. So also like you can wake up in the morning and you can recognize that you created more money than people are creating in whole month. So what if you can wake up in the morning and you can recognize with different businesses, with different investments, that you have created more money during the night that people are creating in whole month? What can this create for you? And this is how like we are exploring on this class how you can have different point of view about money. One of the things like money can just be part of your life, and money can come in any way, in many ways, because like what people have, what normal people have point of view about money, you need to work to create money, and also more you are educated, more money you can create. But if this doesn't need to be true for you, so money can be just all the time part of your life, and money can just come all the time in many different ways. So it's just part of your life and it's just growing by itself, and it's just more and 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 more money. This is also like what I invested something today. I couldn't sleep late in the evening, and it was in Chinese stock exchange when there is 6 hour difference, and I invested with big risk. I was playing with money, so I was playing, let's say, with $1,000, and I was investing with big risk. So I invested like in a way that it's whatever I get or lose, it is 10 times more. So if it changes 10%, I lose everything. So also if I get 10%, I'm going to have 100%. And then I went to sleep. The thing is, like, I knew that when I wake up, I'm going to know what is going to happen with these investments, because it's in China, it's like 6 hours in front. So when I woke up and I have seen that I created 25%. So it's like $250. It was like surprise in the morning. And I was willing to play, so I was willing also to lose the money. It's just like how you also manage some risk. And it was funny. It was funny that you can create money during the sleep. So, and also what is interesting, like if you are investing in more parts of the world, like you are investing all the time, you know, like also like some stock exchanges are closed in some part of the day, you know. So you can invest in Europe in the morning, you can invest in afternoon in USA, and you can invest during the night in Asia. or something like that. Then you are just playing with the money. You allow yourself to have money. You allow yourself that that money grows. We are talking on these classes how to have different reality about money, also how to play with stocks and how to play with real estates. What can you create if you are owner of real estates? How is it for you if you are owner of real estates? How is it for you if you are owner of 5 real estates? And how is it
Wow.
for you
Haris, I have a question.
how is it for just a moment, how is it for you that you have income from real estates that is more than the salary that you are getting in your job?
Wow.
And also, like, what I would like to create with this, to what I would like to invite people is reality's life where when you never need to work for money, when you really can create something what you would like to create, you can do what you would like to do. You never need to have you never need to do anything just for the money. Are you interested to have this reality? So like that you have some
Yes.
money, that you have some investments, you are playing with the money, you have some real estates, you are little taking care for real estates as a hobby, and what you are doing as a job is really your biggest pleasure, or you can just do anything, or you don't need to do anything. And many people, they don't, like, some people can have this and they don't even see that they have it. And we can explore together how we can create this, and it's really a choice. And you can ask for this to show up, and maybe it's not so much present in your life, and still, like, what if you start to create this as your future? And what if you can start to create this as your reality? And even if it's at the moment like hard to be possible, if you start, maybe you can create this in next 10 years or 20 years. And if you never start, what if your next 20 years, like in 20 years, you are going to have the same financial reality at the moment? So are you interested that you have the same financial reality in 10 years or 20 years? Or you are interested that you have totally different financial reality in 10 years or 20 years? And if you never start to create different financial reality, it's not going to show up. And it's not so hard, it's pretty simple. Like, it's really like just little changes. They are also creating some bigger changes, and everything changes. Like in few days, few weeks, few months, few years, your financial reality is changing. Somehow more you are playing with money, somehow you are more interested to have money, so more money is coming because everything because everything knows that you are interested to have money, so more money is coming. More you are playing with the money, more you are having money, more money is coming to your life. Like when you have money, money is just magnet for more money. And when you don't have it, somehow you are losing it. Maybe you recognize sometimes in your life when you had money, it was some kind of easier to create more money. How much when you didn't have money sometimes in your life, you were also stopping it. Like you weren't immediately when you didn't have money, you weren't so much flexible about creation of the money. You were more serious, and that's how you were stopping it. And if you have money, if you can allow yourself to play money, in how many ways can you allow yourself that money is coming to your life and money is growing, so you can have totally different financial reality than other people? Yes, you have a question? Question check. I just come from Czech Republic, so question check.
Hi, Harris. Can you share some energy that you said you made investment and then you woke up and have income? Can you share
Yeah,
something?
I was just sharing it. So where are you at the moment? In which country are you?
China.
China. I like to know the countries. So what was going on in China? You know what happened in China like in these days? It was a big stock exchange growth. Did you see it maybe in the news?
Ah,
It was so big that it was everywhere probably in China. Like it was big growth. It was like this on the, on the graph. It was like this, and then it was like this, and then like some kind of, it can't grow so much more. Mostly when it grows so big, what is happening? Some people are taking the profit, because it had in one day it had bigger growth than in more years. Like it was so big growth. So what many people do, it can't grow then so much because a lot of people are going to sell because they are going to have profit. Okay, so somehow I knew that it's not going to grow so much. Even if it's risky, it can grow even more, but it's like it was more possible that it's going to fall a little more. Okay, so I was there in some trading with stocks, which is more complicated trading. It's not classical trading. Usually you buy stocks and you buy stocks long term, and there is some trading which you can also you can say you use the word sell. So you buy the selling of the stock.
Intraday.
So you are targeting that the stock is going to fall. That's how you create money. So you can with some. Oh, thank you for your mutation. Thank you everybody for your mutation on this class. So the thing is, like, if in more complicating trading, which is not for everybody, it's really dangerous. You can also lose a lot of money. But it's interesting that you can get money also when stocks are falling, not when they are growing. So there is more possibilities how money can be created. You can get money also when something is losing value. What is funny? So it's like it's opening you to reality when you can create money in more different ways. So I was targeting that the stocks are going to fall, and then also, sorry, I need to mute now everybody again. So just a moment, because I need to finish the sentence and then somebody can speak. So I was some kind of targeting that stocks are going to fall. So with the fall, you create the money, and also I was doing it with the leverage. So with the some kind of, you borrow money. So it was leverage of the money. So it was like 10 times more. So because the stocks lost 2%, 2.5% from my selling place, I sold them. I didn't buy them. I sold them. So from my selling place, they lost 2.5%. This is how I got 25%, like in 2 hours, something like that. But this is very dangerous, and this is really playing, and this is really, you can really do this with money which you don't need. Or
okay, so
it's better that you are practicing stocks, especially from beginning as long-term investor, and that you are buying more good companies and that you are not risking too much. And then with some money of the stocks also, you can do more risky trades. So you can buy sometime more risky companies. So what I bought in April, like risky companies, I created in 1 month 300%. So the growth was like 5 times, 6 times in one month, or almost like in few days. And it's really like it's big. So, but like it's a risk. So you can risk in this way, that you are investing in bad companies, or that you are doing this short trading only with small money, and only like really with money which you don't need. And also one of the rules of investing is invest the money that you don't need.
So for who I don't have so much knowledge about stocks, and I haven't played with stocks before. So for people like me, what tools can be used to play with stocks?
So yeah, there is so many things. I'm playing with different, like, I'm interested in finances now for like almost like 20 years, for 15 years. So I know many things. Of course, it's good to know something about economy, how finances are working. So also, like, if you are interested in this, start to learn, even if you don't know anything until now, whatever you are going to start to learn how global finances are working, it can be amazing contribution in your life if you are interested in this. So when I was learning this, I read all the books, I was reading all the time, newspapers, everything. So I was building my financial awareness. This is why we have also these classes. So you are more building your business and investing awareness. And it's something that you also need to practice. Also, what some people are asking here, can you use intuition for your choices, like also to like light or heavy? You can use it, of course. This is what it can be amazing, what you can do with awareness, with magic, with many things. Like, what if some company can change because you are investing in this company?
But you
And
also need to learn and to have some knowledge about it.
yeah, you can do it. So it's about building your financial awareness. It's also about practice, because like it's really crazy what is going on when you are buying stocks, how awareness is working. Some kind of, it's better that you are training it for some time, because it's opposite as you think. It's also like great, it's great, like practice of all these tools, of all access tools that we are learning. So what is with the stocks? I'm just going to share example how it's good that you have some practice, so you are learning by the way. So when something is cheap, when some stocks are having lower price, you need to buy it. And the energy is that nobody like this stock, nobody would like to buy it because it's down. So it's some kind of, what is on the stock exchange, what is in the stock market, is some kind of opposite psychology. So when something goes down, you need to buy it, and nobody's interested in this. Do you get? It's really stupid, like some kind of. And then when it starts to grow, more is growing, more people are interested to buy it. That's why all the time stocks are going up and down, and you can get a lot of money also on these up and downs. This is why some people are trading also in short term, because like when it's going up, it's going even more up, because more it goes up, more people like it. Do you get? And when it's expensive, more people are buying it. It's crazy psychology. And then sometimes it's just finished, like it can't grow so much anymore, and it started to fall. And then when it starts to fall, nobody's interested anymore. It's really funny. So more it's falling, less people are interested. So when it's very cheap, the same company, nobody's buying it. So you need to do the opposite as most of the people are doing somehow. And then awareness is little tricky, because you are aware of the energy. You feel also bad, like you need to know what is a feeling, what is point of view of other people, and what is energy of possibilities, what is awareness, what is possible. Some kind of, you need to be cold killer. If you are playing with stocks, what you can create with more practice, like when you start, you more include feelings. Oh, I lost today, I got today. And then when you are doing it for longer time, it starts to be fun. When you lose or when you get, both is just fun. So it's not so important. And somehow you are still exploring energy, how in long term you are creating more. So it's practice, and also like it's about learning about finances. So it's about building financial and business some kind of awareness. And then this is why we have also this 3-part class. It's for many people, so at least they know where to start, so they can start something about it. And you change your also reality. You start to see world differently, and also like it's easier start with this. And also we share many examples how you can do it. What can you create if you play with real estates? What can you create if you play with stocks? And some kind of like also like you can choose it as your future, as I said. So maybe the start at the moment is smaller, and still like we have this 3-part class, or also we have this free intro today. So we are bringing this closer to more people, so they can choose it for themselves, so they can have different reality about money. Yes.
Yeah, would you recommend a book or two to help build up the financial awareness?
So I don't know like what I would recommend you. Like somehow you need to explore for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What like how like so somehow like it's not my way that I'm doing it with some advisor. So I like some kind of personally I can't recommend you some advisor. Like my point of view is that
You
nobody
need to
should
choose for
yeah.
yourself.
You know,
You
yeah,
need to
like
choose
some
for
kind of
yourself.
maybe my point of view is that nobody is smarter than me. So what you can do, like this is what we do. We give some homeworks also during the class. What we have 3 parts. So there is going to be some homework which you do about real estates. What we are going to learn about real estates. There is some homework what you are going to do also about stock exchange. So you do also some kind of your own exploring about stock exchange. So what can be one of the homework? So some kind of, when stocks are falling and growing, many times they fall because one information. And why stocks have fallen in March, and when they fall, it's like investing opportunity. They fall in March a lot because of a corona crisis. So the thing is like, so what can be homework that you explore? Let's say 10 companies which have lower price because of the March, okay, because of corona crisis, because some kind of this how much they lost, like when this information is changing. So it's like corona crisis, lower prices. So when corona is changing, you know that these stocks are going to grow some kind of, maybe less than this, maybe more than this. At least you can use like February price for some orientation, and also like February price before corona price is good price for orientation, because other investors are also using this as orientation. So when the stocks are going to touch the February price, a lot of people are going to click sell, because they are going to get the profit. So you know that this is going to be one of the lines. It's going to be the February price. So you can make your own exploring, your own exploration, like of 10 different companies, how much they lost in March, April, and June, and how much they can grow more. And you are targeting this. So you are targeting that you can have this percentage of profit when corona is not going to be a problem anymore. What can be like in few months, few weeks, few years. So you can get like with some stocks, you can get 100% in 1 year at the moment. Because when stock fall like 50%, so they can go back, it's 100% profit. Also, like how I could create like 300% profit is because I invested in the stocks which lost 80% and 90. And it's very dangerous, very risky. Don't do this, because these companies, they can also be bankrupted and you can lose the money. So I'm more here to contribute to that you are more long-term investor, okay? But still, I can share you some examples. And you can do this with some part of the money, okay? So if one stock, if one company lose 90%, then it's 10% of the value from before. So from this 10%, when it grows for back to 10%, what is the profit? So when it's changed, like when it lost 90%, so it's on the 10% of the past value. So when it gets another 10% back, it's 100% profit. And then when it's climbing more, when it gets 10 more percent, it's you get, like, you have 3 times more money than what you invested. So when it's going to 40%, which is still less than half from before, you get like how much? Like 4 times more money. So sometimes with risky investments, with these companies which are almost bankrupted, when they lose a lot, like you can create really 100% when they get just a little. When they are little, do you get? And then so they can be like still on the 40% of the value of February, and you get like 400% profit. So this is just example. So, and Andrew is asking some questions in the chat. So Andrew, yeah, it's not the target of the class that it's just for beginners, just many times beginners shows up. So one of the targets of this class is that I show people the bigger picture so they can start to choose it for their life. So it is for beginner, and also still many people can do this and they don't get something what I'm sharing on this class. It's some kind of like, not what I'm also sharing is that it's not just about money, is that you allow yourself to be really rich as a being, and you include money in this. So there is many things. So like it's some kind of life-changing class, and it's also about many things, how you can invest, and still like it's more for beginners, because we are not going to do some like super advanced things, super complicated things, because they are not so important, and you can still explore this for yourself. And this, like what you asked about this trading, like Forex and this, like you can use this, you can do some more risky trading, but just with part of the money. And this is not main thing of the class. I would like to show you more how you can be long-term investor and how you can create your life differently. And still with this like short-term investments, you can also play with part of your money. And I'm just sharing it as example here because it's contributing to your awareness. And what is contributing, that you start to see money differently. So you don't have so much ordered reality how money can come. Money can just come. And really, when you have more of this reality that money can just come, it's coming. Really, it's crazy. What we do, we buy reality from other people. That's why we need to work for the money, and there is no money. What is reality of other people? It's crazy. They are not just working for the money. They are working for the zero all the time. And you don't need to have part of your reality this. So this is what we are exploring on the class, how you can create something different. So maybe somebody also from the class can share experience. Judy, would you like to talk? Judy from Australia, because you were writing in the chat.
May I ask something, please?
Okay, you can ask.
Yeah, this is Monodeep from India. I would like to ask, like, there's a common perception, like with more money, it also attracts a lot of trouble. It could be family issues. It could be several of those issues that come up with more money, property. So is there a way that we could really shift that perspective, or
Yeah, yeah. So what we are creating on these classes, you start to be a more global person. So you stop to be Indian so much. So it's
Mhm.
not a problem anymore. Because if you are Indian, it can happen to you. If you are a global person, it's not happening to you. So more you are on classes like this, less you are going to be Indian, and more you are going to be global person. So family is not to be able to find you. Okay, when you are going to have money, family is not going to be able to find you because you are not going to be Indian anymore. You are going to be global.
right?
So what if you don't need to be in India your whole life? Even if India is planet for yourself, for itself, you can still come somewhere else. So this is what we do also on these classes. We are changing local point of views. What
Mhm.
you said, it's a lot of local point of view. So like how many about finances did you learn from your parents, and how much about finances did you take from people around you? And this is what we are changing with all these classes. Like also financial reality in India, it's crazy, and you need to ask a lot this access consciousness tool, who does this belong to? It's very important when you are having point of view about money. It can be amazing contribution that you are not buying point of views about other people, because people have financial stupidities and insanities which doesn't work for you. So if you would like to have more money in your life, allow yourself that you are totally different than anybody that you know. Because when you are like other people, it's creating that you are creating a lot of shit in your life.
Get it.
Okay?
Thank you.
Because they create shit. It's just crazy. Like, what is reality, financial reality in India? Nobody is having money. And it's just crazy. And then nobody's having money. So in India, you need to be like even more allow yourself to be totally different than anybody, and also like manipulate. So like in India, you are afraid that if you have money, other people are going to take it. So there are different things what you need to include so you can have money, and this is that you allow yourself to be bigger manipulation so you can have money. So if you decide that you always need to be truthful, you can't have money. So just manipulate with people. Stop being truthful and stop being a good person, because if you are truthful and if you are a good person, you are not going to have money. Sorry for this
Okay, so I
information.
should shift all those point of views from my life,
Yeah,
truthful and yeah,
that's why we have these classes. That's why you are here at the moment.
right.
Probably you were asking for something like this. So your point of views are creating your reality. So with this point of views that they are having, they are creating their reality. It's really some kind of, it shows up for them to what they are believing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you, when you change your point of views, you can have totally different financial reality than anybody that you know.
Right.
And like you can really create reality that people would say, like, how do you do that? That's not possible. Like their point of view is that you need to work hard to get some money. You don't need
Mm.
to have this point of view. But if you can have total fun and you can have money.
Okay.
And this
Yes.
is why we do these classes, so we can explore how you can have totally different reality than anybody that you know. So like what is reality of people? People are working for the costs, for expenses whole life. They are working, when you calculate everything, they are working for apartment, for car, for food, for whole life, and not just what they like. They are in the job which they hate. And it's fucked up reality. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me since ever. It's just like, what the fuck? How can you do a job which you hate just to pay expenses? Isn't it better just to die or
Right.
something? So it doesn't need to be your reality, so you can create something totally different.
That is so much a reality. Like even if you really just talk around, just check with the friends or people, it's a very common thing.
Yeah. So also like I can share you one more example. So how I'm traveling around and I'm having classes in different countries, and in different countries is different energy with the money. So what I'm energy with the money in more complicating countries about money, like one of them is India. I'm not interested in your fucking money. Okay, take your money and go fuck yourself with your money, because people value their money more than my class. Okay, they think if they pay to me that I need to dance naked. Sorry, that I dance naked is little more expensive. So take your fucking money and kiss your ass with your money. Okay, so I don't need money. There is no lack of money. And what you buy in India from other people, how you are inviting money complications, is because you decided that you need money. Need is stopping the money. I don't need your fucking money. Okay, go away. And then what you are going to do, if you are Indian, you are going to, oh yes, you are going to be energy, can you give me your money? I like your money, I would like to have more your money, I will do anything for your money. And of course they have power, so they can complicate because they have money. So you buy that you need money if you're in India. You don't need money. Okay? You have amazing life also without money. This is how you are going to have too much money. Cool? Do you get, like, in India, everybody's praying for the money all the time.
Mhm.
Like, money is main religion in most of the countries. Money is the real God. So with this praying, when you pray for the money, you are not creating the money. You are creating the money when money pray for you. Of course that money would like to be with you. You are so cute, you are so hot, you are so sexy. Money likes you. So let's
Okay.
go to, yes. So Judy, maybe can you speak, Judy? Judy Wolf from Australia?
Yeah, though it was I was on a 3-part call before and it was amazing. So well worth it. And in all aspects of every aspect of my living, actually. So, but don't choose it.
So she was on 3-part class last month, playing with investments, and she is still alive. So it's not so bad. It's not so
The
terrible.
question is, did she
Can I
invest
say
something?
something?
Did you invest something?
I just acknowledged that more with property, more with real estate.
Oh,
And I'm still
Yeah.
playing with the other stuff. So
So
I'm going to be on the next series. So
can I share something, Haris?
yeah. Also, just to say, like, she said, I acknowledge, like, some people have money and some people have real estates, and they don't know it. They don't allow themselves to acknowledge it, so they don't see that they have money. So this is how they are not receiving the gift of the money. Some people have money, or they have more real estates, and they are still poor and they are still stressful. And this is, like, also what is changing with these classes, is that you can see money differently, and you can see how rich you are differently than before. Yes, who
Yeah.
is now? Wilma?
Wilma. Yeah.
Wilma
So
was also on you were also on
the trip.
3-part class, playing
Yes,
with
I was.
investments. And she is also, like, from India originally, even if she is now in Great Britain. Okay. Let's say Wilma from Great Britain. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I would like to share that I have been on the 3-part series playing with investments, and it absolutely changed my life, especially the part on real estate investments. I used to think it was such a big deal to invest in real estate, and you absolutely changed my whole perspective around it. So it's a phenomenal series. Playing with investments, the 3-part series was like just amazing, just mind blowing. So I would really like to, and I would like to share that it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or whether you're already a connoisseur. There is something that Haris has to give in all his calls. And I also want to acknowledge that being Indian, yes, I also used to come from that need of money and, asking money from a space of a lot of lack, be it with my clients or be it to the universe. And thank you so much, Haris, because of being part of your calls. My whole perspective around money has changed. The way I create money is different. The ease that I have with money is beyond phenomenal, and the effortlessness with which you teach all this in your classes is just, it's amazing. I would the business magic calls that you do, it's not just playing with investments. I did your 60 colors of abuse, I did business magic, I did manipulation, so many calls with you, and each of them has added to my financial reality. It's literally like, make money when you're sleeping, make money when you're breathing. And money is like right now it's fun for me. It's fun for me to create money. It's so easy, it's so effortless, it's so much fun. Thank you for that. I would really like to invite everybody on this call to do any class with Haris. He's just magical. He's just amazing.
Yeah, thank you. I'm also grateful that like that it's changing something, that it works what we are doing, and also like what you were just talking about, like also like you are from India, you are now like in England, so there are these different realities. Also like in India, you learn how it's hard to have money, how it's hard to have real estates. Then also in Great Britain, like it's hard to be owner of real estate. It's not so easy to be owner of real estate. Like it's almost like impossible to buy apartment in London or close to London, or people are paying for the rent more money than they get in the job, or like it's crazy reality. So, and then like it's even harder to change it, especially because so many people are creating this. And still, this is why we have each other, so we can bring closer to each other different possibilities. So you don't need to create it in a way how other people are creating it. Also, like what means to be owner of a place where you are living, like you at least have some money, because if you are paying for the rent, are you sure that you will be able to forever to pay for a rent? And also like also it's creating, like we are not creating the future that you are going to have less money in the future, so you need to own apartment. Like in your jobs, like we are creating the future when you can receive all the time more money in different businesses. And still, isn't it better like maybe later you are not going to work so much, so you don't need to pay the rent? What amazing contribution to your life can be that you are owner of apartment or the house where you are living. This is something what we are exploring also in these classes, because in many countries people are not owners. In some countries it's normal, and in some countries they are not owners of the house, so some kind of necessary they need to work, or they are homeless, and it's some kind of, for me, it's dangerous reality. Like even if I could do it, and still I'm not choosing to do it. So yes, okay. Any more questions, anybody, or anybody?
Haris,
Yes.
can I ask a question? What?
You need to mute something before speaking. Like another Zoom? Are you listening another Zoom also?
Haris, I have also one question from Creation Chat, if is it possible.
Okay, just speak.
Question is if you can say something more about absurd things, if you are, how is it, or to earn money in the meantime when the things something lose the worth, and in that time you have to go to earn money, about absurdity about this thing.
I don't understand. Can you repeat?
Is it possible to explain something about earning money on one side, and on the other side the things are loose on their worth? You have to go to work to earn the money, and on the same time, something lose on property or the stock or something that you have.
So what?
Mogu ti pročitati na hrvatskom.
Okay.
Možeš li nešto više reći o apsurdnosti, kao što je zarađivati dok nešto gubi na vrijednosti?
So it's not like there is a possibility that, so you can create money also when something is losing price. Okay, so it's complicating to explain how this theoretically is working. So it means that it's a contract, so it's buying with a contract. So it's not absurd, it's just what it is. So what people do, they are trying to have point of view about money. The thing is, you don't need to have any point of view about money. So you can get more money also when something is losing value. And they are complicating financial instruments. How is this even possible? So you make some contract of buying in the future. And then they are buying contracts with each other. So like, we don't need to understand this, and still you don't need to have any point of view about money. What we are trying to do our whole life, we are trying to have point of views about money. You don't need, what you need to know about money, you need to know only one thing. Take it as on your side as soon as possible. When money is on your side, then you have the money. This is everything what you need to know about money. You don't need to have any other point of views about money. So just take it, smell it, and take it. You smell it, you find it, you take it. Smell it, find it, take it. Smell it, find it, take it. You don't need any other point of views. Stop complicating. So people are complicating with money to prove that they are a good person because they think that they are not.
Haris, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to ask about the idea of that the person who's seeking money, who wants money, is greedy, selfish, and the idea that he has no value. So he's trying to have money, have value.
So that's why, So
how
people
can
have point of view. So okay, I understand. So people have point of view that some people are greedy, and selfish. That's why we are having also this class at the moment, because you think, oh, he's so cute, he can't be greedy and selfish like me. So because I'm interested in the money and I'm cute, then also you allow yourself to be interested in the money. So you can be interested in the money and cute all the time, because you learned from these people around you that people who are interested in the money, they are ugly. And now somebody cute is interested in the money.
Yes.
So also you are interested in the money now. So this is why I'm here. You are now more interested in the money. You thought before that all the people who are interested
So I
in
know
the money,
the idea is wrong, but
that
how
they are
can we
ugly.
face it?
They are ugly. They are not ugly. Look, they're not all ugly. So this is just a point of view. It's not really true. It's a lie. It's not true. It's a lie from people who don't have balls. So people, they don't have balls. That's why they are judging everybody. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. They are ballless. That's why they are saying, oh, you are greedy, you are selfish. No, they are selfish. They are selfish because they are not choosing more. I'm choosing to be more from bigger contribution to this planet. Okay? And they are choosing to be less, so they are social problem. So they are creating that they are social problem. And also what they are creating, they are super greedy because they are thinking about money all the time and they're doing job which they hate just for the money. People who are anti-materialistic, they are super materialistic because they need to be to survive. I don't need to work in my life, really. Like for 10 years, I can just take a break now. Hello? They need to work all the time. Who is greedy? Do you get? They need to be greedy. So they created the reality that they need to be greedy. They need to be total materialistic to survive. So what if your reality doesn't need to be about survival? Your reality can be about creation. So they're saying greedy because they are jealous. And they're trying to stop you. They are trying to stop you and they are taking you back to their shit. So what are you going to choose? Are you going to be greedy or you are going to be like them? Isn't it better to be greedy? Yes, I am. I am greedy and I look good. Okay? I'm greedy and hot. I'm greedy and cute. I'm happy and just sing a song. Isn't it better to be greedy than normal? What the fuck? Like I
Yeah.
chose 20 years ago, I chose that I'm going, like 18 years ago, let's say, I chose 18 years ago that I'm going to be super rich. And I chose to be a businessman and entrepreneur. And why I chose it is because I recognized if I have more money, I have more power to change the world. Okay? This is one choice. Another choice, why I chose to be super rich when I was 20 years old, is because I was interested if I'm going to be a good person still when I'm going to be rich, when I'm going to have a lot of money. Because it's easy, I said to myself, it's easy to be poor. It's easy to be a good person when you are poor, you know? Of course, I'm a good person now when I'm poor. I wonder if I'm going to be still a good person when I'm going to have a lot of money. So isn't it better that you try it for yourself? Are you going to be a bad person when you are going to have money, or you are going to be a good person when you are going to have money? What do you think? So try it. Like somehow, if you don't try, you don't know. So do you wonder what would you be if you would have a lot of money? Hmm? And also what we are creating, it's your way how to be rich. It's your unique way how to be rich. You don't need to be rich in other people's way when they are rich. What if like you were aware your whole life that rich people are many times more stupid than the poor people? So you didn't want to be rich because rich people are even more stupid. So what if you don't need to be rich like other people who are rich? Like the Chinese girl is smiling because like when you see Chinese rich people, they look worse than the poor people. Like Chinese,
Yes, yes,
yeah,
they look stupid and
like
not educated at
and
all.
dying. They look dying, that they are dying. So the thing is like they don't have any taste about fashion, like so like they are not so rich. So what, like we are also exploring with these classes, what is your way of being rich, and also what would you like to create on this planet? So like what if you have amazing gift that you can create beautiful things with this planet, and then it's harder to create it because you are all the time trying to eliminate money from your life to prove that you are so good person. What the fuck? Get the money and create something. Like there is so many beautiful things that we can create in India if we allow ourselves to have more money. Like you can like if you create more money, how many these places, houses for people, for children without parents can we create in India with total ease, joy, and glory? How many schools in India can we create for poor children, for children who lost their parents, for children on the street. Like, what if we can have money so we can create schools in India for children who are on the street? Do you get? And now, like, if you are not creating the money, you are the social problem instead of them. You lazy bitch. So these people, they are just lazy. They are just lazy. That's why they are judging everybody. So choose to be the difference and let's create something different on this planet. And I'm having these classes is because it's enough that so cute people like you who are here, that you are without money. It's finally the time that cute people have money and not just ugly people are having money. Okay? It's the time for cute humans that they have more money so we can create more. You have amazing capacities to create beautiful things on this planet. And if you stop stopping the money, maybe you can create it more. Money is here to contribute. Money is here to make creation faster. So let's fucking have money. And let's have too much money. Let's have new money problems when you don't know what to do with all this fucking money. So your main question is, what can I do with all this fucking money? Can you repeat this question for yourself 5 times to open more to this energy? What can I do with all this fucking money? What can I do with all this fucking money? What can I do with all this fucking money? What can I do with all this fucking money? What can I do with all this fucking money? 5 more times. What can I do with all this fucking money? Ah, too much money, it's too much money, it's too much money, too much money, too much money, too much money, too much, 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 too much. Stop, universe, stop, stop, please, stop killing me, stop fucking me, stop, universe, stop, stop, stop. Too much, too much, too much. Then you can still have Asian orgasm, okay? Don't worry. Too much, one book. So, yeah, like you can really buy, somebody wrote, I will buy a rainforest. So you can buy a forest, and then when you are owner, you are taking care that nobody's cutting the trees. So then when people are going to see this forest, like in few hundred years, let's say, or few tens years, they are going to see, wow, this forest is amazing. How did this happen? Like nobody was touching it. So nature could do it by itself. Like people think that they need to take care about the nature. Nature is growing the forest. So you can buy the forest and everybody is going to learn from this forest what nature can create if you don't touch the trees. And how amazing is this contribution. And also it's not so much money to do it. It can be amazing contribution to your life. Also like money creations, all this, what we are talking about is how Earth is gifting you for the gift that you are being to this planet. Earth is gifting you for the gift that you are being to this planet with your presence. And also like if you open yourself more ways how money can come, Earth can gift you more easily. Okay? So just open more bank accounts, start more businesses, start more investments. So Earth can give you money for your beautiful ass. If you don't open bank account, it's harder to do it. Then like you are creating the money for your husband. So your husband is bringing the money like some people do because you don't open a business for yourself. And he is surprised why he is getting so much money. Oh my God. So thank you everybody. And you can check these classes, what we have next classes on our page, Haris.
Thank
you.
Yes.
And also, can you talk about investing in cryptocurrencies? What's your point of view toward that?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't have point of view about that. So invest in what is fun for you. This is my point of view. So if it's fun for you to invest in cryptocurrencies, then invest in cryptocurrencies. Okay. So, and more of course on the 3-part class we can speak more. This is just a small beginning.
Terima
So
kasih,
this is
Haris.
what I can say like today. If it's fun for you, invest in it. It's going to create more for you when you invest it. And if it's not fun for you, is like don't do it. So thank you and see you soon. Thank you, amazing translators.
Thank you, Haris.
And
Thank you
thank
so
you,
much.
Thank
participants.
you.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you,
life
Terima
today.
kasih.
Haris.
Thank you, Haris.
Thank you
Thank you so much,
Thank
Haris.
you
Thank you so
all.
much,
Thank
Haris.
you. Bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shukran.
So where to check up
Thank you very
how to
much,
sign in?
Haris.
How to sign in your class?
It's written
Can
in the
anyone
chat.
type? Can anyone type the website?
It's already in the chat.
Thank you.
I have
Thank
put it in the chat. You can
Haris.
check on his website.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you.